Okay, so all exam type questions focused more on programming this time. So, first question, the second question, I hope very easy. A loop which repeats a specific number of times would be a for loop, which would be too specific an answer because that's a specific example of it. The correct answer we're looking for here is a fixed loop. A conditional loop, if we're explaining what that means, is that a loop that executes until a condition is met. Give me an example of a condition that it could use to really reinforce your answer. A Boolean variable is a variable type that can only store two values, and that the two values it can store are true and false. Now, this here is an example of one of the types of loops from earlier, and it's asking us what is the name that this particular algorithm is given. Now, I want you to add extra here to tell me what it does to explain it. Now, this algorithm is called input validation, but in your answer, explain what it does. On this code here, we want specific examples of the three types of test as well as sample data that can be used for that test. So I'll give you examples for each, and I want you to use different examples with the exception of one of the tests, which there only are two examples we can give. So the first type of tests are normal, which are tests that fall within the boundaries of allowable input. So this is integers between 0 and 150. So two normal tests would be 10 and 140. Boundary tests are testing on the extreme allowable inputs. And in this example, those extremes are 0 and 150. There's only two options for that particular test. And the final type of test is erroneous, which tests data that's exceptional to the inputs, data that's out with the expected range of inputs. So for this, we could have -1, 151, or any text. So again, please give different examples than I've given there. Looking at this code, we have to find the different variable types and the data type for each. So I'll help you identify the different variables. What I won't tell you is the types. So we have while complete is not equal to true. So this is a variable. Number ordered is a variable. Price, customer name, final price. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 variables. Think carefully about some of them. Next question. The user is given a $10 discount if their order is over $500. Write an example of code to perform this action. So we have examples of if here that we could use to ensure we get the correct formatting. So be careful, it's orders over $500. So make sure that you are using the correct mathematical operator symbol. The developer would like to program a display message telling the user how much more to spend to qualify for free delivery. So write example code which will perform this action. Again, we're going to an if statement with a calculation to work out how much more they have to spend. So that's going to be a simple calculation. And final question, what type of loop does this program use? Well, let's look back there. We have a while and a condition. And thinking back to our first questions, we talked about conditional loops here and while. So for our answer there, it is a conditional loop. And the reason for that is we can't tell how many times it will execute. And looking at this last question, will this loop ever terminate? Explain. While complete is not equal to true. So if you look through this code carefully and find out what happens to complete during it, you'll be able to say whether or not that complete would ever change. So look carefully to see what happens to the variable complete, and that will give you your answer for the last question.